Do you think God has favorites? Because if you're being honest, it looks like He does sometimes.
One look and I breathe. One
You see, some people, everything just seems to work for them. I mean, they are thriving, they are making money, doors are opening for them, and you are there praying, obeying, doing your best, and you are still waiting. But then over time, what I've come to understand something powerful. God does not have favorites. But of course, He does favor alignment. Because naturally, if someone is walking in obedience, seeking God, and aligned with His will, their life would always reflect His hand visibly. But let's be real, sometimes the ones who are praying and obeying are the ones waiting the longest. Yes. And that can actually feel confusing. But the thing is, delay is not rejection, and waiting is not proof that God loves you less. What looks like favoritism is often the process. Now, I know some people will say, but what about people like Abraham, David, or Joseph? Weren't they chosen? Yes, they were. They were chosen, but they were also processed. They went through waiting, they went through testing, and even failure. And when God showed them mercy, it wasn't favoritism, it was a response to their hearts. And if we say God has favorites, then what is the point of the gospel? Because the Bible in John chapter 3, verse 16 says, "For God so loved the world." Jesus came for everyone. Salvation is available to anyone and everyone who believes. God loves everyone, but not everyone chooses Him. Now, let's talk about something practical: money. Sometimes we look at people doing better financially and we think they just have more grace. But honestly, it's not that simple. There are things like advantage and legacy. I mean, some people start life with doors already opened for them because because of what was built, learned, and established before them. But that doesn't mean you are excluded. That doesn't mean you cannot start. That doesn't mean God is not writing new stories every day. And then money has principles, whether you're a believer or not. If you understand discipline, value, consistency, and stewardship, you would definitely see results. And even when you start doing the right thing, when you start doing things right, there is still something called the process, which everybody must go through. You don't build anything meaningful overnight. So when you see someone ahead, it's not always because the person has more grace. It can be advantage, it can be principles, and it can be process. But through it all, God is still just. He is not withholding anything from you. If you are in a season where we are obeying God and you're still waiting, you are not forgotten. You are being formed. So for me, God doesn't have favorites, but those who align with Him would definitely experience Him differently.